Okay then, hope you're ready or not, we're starting. There might be a little bit of fire going in the background, so please try to ignore it. I don't know how much my mic will pick it up, but where I live, I need to make fire to warm up my room. So, hello everyone. Cześć, siema, jak leci? Adi here. Hello my dear. You're here. I'm lucky and happy to see you here. I know the plan was for Polish Ration this week, but I'm not exactly up to snuff, and I really can't afford a full 24-hour Ration long stream. So figured I will do just a short one with something simple, easy, familiar. So as you can see, this is American Ration, MRE, meal ready to eat, individual, 2020, and it's menu number 22, beef goulash. It's one of the newer menus, came into the roster in 2019 or 2020, I think. I guess it's an attempt into making the menus a bit more diverse than just beef, tomato sauce and pasta. Obviously this is again beef in tomato based sauce, but the spicing might be different. I'm not getting my hopes too high up for how well this will resemble actual goulash, but should be just what's appealing on such a nice snowy day we got today. Something filling, familiar, comforting, hearty and stewy. So without further ado, I checked the date code on the bag before. Can I see it now? It's 0049, so 18th of February 2020. And if Ration was packed that early in the year, it means most of the components will be from 2019. Just that the Ration was packed in 2020 and the freshest of components will be from that. But still, that's well under minimal date and way before the inspection date, which is 3 years from the month of production. And yes, I'm opening the bag off cam because it's a bit tricky to, grab the bag with your hands around the tripod and mic and all the other parts of my setup. Okay, so this one was packed by MRE Packaging. As you might remember, there are 3 companies that pack American rations, and MRE also provides with inner baggie just for extra layer of protection and for a bit more trash. Okay, so what we've got here, so this is our beef goulash pouch. Beef goulash, beef with brown rice, spinach, okay, curious, carrots, tomatoes and smoked paprika. The list of ingredients looks pretty long. It's 8-ounce package, providing with 240 calories. Sorry about the flickering. I think my phone can't decide about the light balance. How can I fix that? Because it tries to focus and then, okay. We'll see about that in a second then. Goulash. Then we get some applesauce, which is basically just applesauce with extra maltodextrin, so extra sugars. We got Patriotic sugar cookies. From what I know, Patriotic because of their shapes, but I find the idea of cookies being patriotic a bit amusing. Ooh, nice. Got chunky peanut butter, so I assume with peanut bits. White wheat Snook Bread. It's very squished. Okay. Comes the drink. Oh, chocolate hazelnut protein drink powder. I'm not really a fan of the protein drinks, but we'll see how well it goes. The pouch at 6 ounces of hot or cold water, so we'll probably use hot water for that to make it a semi nice drink. Get some strawberry jam, so I guess we can make peanut butter and jam sandwich. Get a spoon, which I will not be using because, you know, no point in opening that when I don't need it. There's the flameless Ration heater, which should work nicely because it's just from the very end of 2019, very last days of December 2019. And there's the accessory pack. I'm looking for the letter in B, so a very small one. We got our bum ration or toilet paper, beverage base cranberry grape. It's a really curious one. 20 fluid ounces of water. I will need more water, but we'll figure that out later. Mint chewing gum. You can tell by the color of the wrapper. Iodized salt and Start the Show moist towelette. Okay, this doesn't look too bad. As I said, very familiar looking meal, very comforting and simple. Guess I start by activating the FRH, putting the goulash in and letting that warm up while I go and grab more water. Maybe, probably, maybe not. Maybe we'll manage with what I get on hand. Okay then, let me put a little bit of order in here. You can see it's big goulash. That's nice. And technically this FRH is so new, it shouldn't need any, but I will still use some salt to help kickstart it. So as you can imagine, we tear off the seal. Of course I suck at it. According to the instructions, you're supposed to put the meal pouch inside the heater. I don't like doing that, mainly because then you have to figure out how to wipe your pouch off the residue. It's not harmful to you, but it's just not pleasant. So might as well do it the other way, just wrap the heater around the pouch and still work. You just have to bear in mind that you need less water if doing it that way. What's my water level? Yeah, okay, that's just about right. It's perfect actually. Fold it. Put the meal. Nice and chunky inside. Put the meal on top of that and slide it into the pocket. And preferably be quick about it because it's going to get mighty hot in just a second. should be able to hear the small sounds the FRH makes. It's magnesium, iron and something else chemical reaction, basically like causing a short in your electricity socket. It releases energy, and that heats the water up. That's how it works if you want to know the science behind it. Okay, so that's going. Okay, let's check the rest of the stuff. Notably, there's no salty snacks this time. For the snack, we got Patriotic sugar cookies. One package, all the facts and information. It's 2 ounces package, and got allergies warning for egg, soy, and wheat. Okay. So these are basically, as I said, sugar cookies. And we're blinking again. And as you can imagine, how do I get to stop blinking? Dude, don't do that, please. I know I have trouble focusing, but please stop blinking while you do it. Okay, this will cause some shadows, but might help with the blinking, because now we got consistent light source. As you can see, these are very shapes like, what's this one? They're mostly broken, obviously. There's a star. And I guess this used to be Uncle Sam's hat. I'm trying to dig out a whole one, but it might be difficult actually. I wonder what this one is. It's like, oh, okay, so it's a torch in a circle. I don't know why torch. Is it like the Liberty Statue torch? Maybe. And there's a bell, I guess, bell of freedom or something. Just a simple sugar cookies, but the smell when I open the pack is very nice, like almost very buttery. So yeah, they do get points for that. Okay, drinks. Chocolate hazelnut protein drink powder. Normally I would mix it outside, but I'm not sure if my current setup allows for it. I didn't get a big enough cup for that. So, but whoa! Don't you find it amazing where your protein drink gets more calories than your main? A little bit, because you can easily mix it right in the pouch. It's just a bit tricky because the pouch, obviously, as you can guess, will get bloody hot. Anyway, opening the pouch again. I'm sorry for doing this off cam, but it's a bit tricky. I will be getting a good cam for Christmas, so get ready for all sorts of shenanigans then. Quite lovely smelling chocolatey powder. Bit of an off smell as well. I guess that's the protein part in it. Can't really say I smell hazelnut, but we'll see how it goes in the ready-made drink. If you got your canteen cup, your utensil set, you can just dump the contents of this into that, add a 4th canteen cup of water and mix in there. If not, you just fill it up to the fill line. Again, 6 ounces or 4/4 of canteen cup, or about 180 ml of water to the fill line. and then you zip it, you roll it, and you shake it. So water first. Right. And yeah, my water is mighty hot, so it's a bit tricky to measure it out without burning myself. Okay, this will do. This will do. Now carefully close the zipper, because we don't want any burns, any hot fluid spilling out on us, because there will be no one to sue for that. And then this is important trick: roll the top just a little bit, just 2 or 3 times, to make sure it stays closed. Sorry, and then you go to town with shaking it. Because as you can imagine, the powder on the bottom is very tightly packed, and you want all of that powder to get in contact with some water at least. So keep shaking and squishing and moving it with your fingers. Consume promptly within 1 hour. Will do, sir. Will certainly do. Okay, I got a cup, so let's see how it goes. Unroll it, unzip it. Smells funny, is all I get to say. As you can see, there are some solid bits getting out, so obviously I didn't mix it as well as possible, but it's also very thick, so it should be nice and hot chocolatey, hopefully. Doesn't smell bad. There's some weird note in the smell that I can't put my finger on. So I don't know what that is, but we'll figure it out eventually, I hope. Okay, next up we got the white with Snook Bread. 1 serving per container, serving size 2 ounces. Okay, I find it amusing because I thought they switched the paste, all the bread products to trans fat free, and this one isn't. Okay, yeah, it's trans fat 0 grams. They just stopped marking it in the name because they're all trans fat now, trans fat free now. Okay, I can live with that. That makes sense, I guess. So this is bread, the bread. As usual, very dense and doughy and chalky. And you will understand my complaint about this bread when we get into Australian or maybe the New Zealand ration. Because obviously the rye bread from German, Estonian or German or Danish ration is a different thing. But Australia and New Zealand get a similar product to this, but it's so different in texture. Just you wait for that. Just you wait. Also, Canadian used to have bread that was more similar to hamburger bun, and it was way softer and fluffier than this concoction. Okay, you know what? I might actually open the spoon, unless I can find one in my drawer. There used to be one there. There's not anymore, so let's grab the spoon and see how the strawberry jam and peanut butter looks. So strawberry jam. Short ingredient list: sugar, strawberries, made of strawberries and strawberry puree concentrate, pectin, citric acid and water. That's solid ingredient list. Nothing too surprising there. Besides, you know, they need to make strawberries from 2 sources. Okay, so let's get some jam out of it. Come on. It's very held together. Okay. So you know how the first ingredients on the list was sugar? It certainly was sugar. I mean, I guess when you put it together with peanut butter, it will work. Provide a nice balance of flavors, nice contrast and stuff. But jeez, I'm not saying it's an American thing, because in Poland you can get similarly high sugared jams as well, but it's just so not my thing. Especially since it's mostly sugar with just a little hint of strawberries. So okay, chunky peanut butter. I've given it a little knead before opening. I feel a tiny bit of peanut stuck under my fingers. Chunky, so yeah, no surprise here. It comes with tiny little peanut chunks. Can we focus on this, please? Not on the back of this. I put it there. Yeah. Very nice, smooth. Little crunch from the tiny little bits of peanuts. Not too salty actually, which I appreciate. Very nice peanut butter. Very nice peanut butter. Okay, so let's see about getting the drink. This tiny little pack calls for 20 fluid ounces of water. It's made this way because it's the bottle size of water bottles soldiers are distributed with. Sorry, my English is failing. So you can just open the thingy, pour it into your bottle, shake, and have your drink on the ready. But that also means about 600 ml, which I'm not exactly ready for just yet. Okay, should be ready now. Should be ready now. It's a beaker and put the and you can see the color changing immediately. Ooh. Okay, so the smell is mostly fake grape. A little bit of I know, but I always I don't find it unpleasant, but it also doesn't smell like food exactly. It's a very weird smell. Okay, so the smell is definitely different. The taste is definitely different because smell is mostly grape. But flavor of it definitely gets some cranberry in it. Like a little bit of tartness mixed with that grape. And if you can get over the smell, it's actually pretty yummy. Like Ribena, I mean, isn't that cranberry drink or blackcurrant? I forgot. Yeah, there's that. Of course, we got our chewing gum. Let's put it here. And blackcurrant, okay. And these applesauce. I shouldn't put it in my tray because then I will have trouble getting it out. But whatever. So, technically you can just throw off the nozzle. And because it's loose enough, drink it straight from the pouch. But for demonstration purposes, ooh, you can tell it's fresh from how light yellow it is. Because applesauce, believe me or not, even American one, with enough time goes from yellow to brown. It's a natural process. So long as it doesn't smell boozy, you can still eat it. Because if it smells boozy, it means some fermentation happened. You can still eat it, but be aware that there will be booze in it. That's about the portion you get. But this is lovely, lovely, lovely yellow color. I'll be right back with you. I need to, you know, stop my fire a little bit. It's nice and alive again. Anyway, guess this should be now warm enough. Yeah, the bottom was much hotter when I was putting it aside. So hopefully at least some of that. Okay, I'm disappointed. Because it was hot. Now it's very warm. Okay, now it's starting again. Huh. So here's the kicker. This is only starting again now, when we're ready to eat, while this is barely lukewarm. But I guess that's also what happens sometimes. Technically it's still good to eat, might not be just as pleasant as it would be fully hot. But I guess we'll have to deal with that. I mean, it's not as if someone, you know, on the field had other option. That's the reason why they're ready to eat, because you know sometimes heaters fail, but also sometimes you just don't have time to put stuff on. You need to be ready to open the pouch, eat, and keep moving. So this might not be the most appealing goulash you saw. I wonder why brown rice. It's not like it's traditional. Spinach too. Huh. It's a very, very curious combo. It's like someone got some idea. Okay, I will not be rescuing that spinach if it doesn't want to come out on its own. The heater is just starting to go properly again. It's rude. It's very, very rude how it didn't work from the get-go. Okay, so I guess because of the shadow you can't see the colors, right? So let me see if I can get you a little bit of focus here. It looks quite nice actually. Colorful food. But before we get to that, let's have some bread. Just a tiny little chunk because I'm pretty sure it's still as dense and clogging as it used to be. It's definitely bread that makes you want to drink. So maybe that's on purpose. And it's still got a little bit of wheat flavor to it. I don't know what it is. Might be from the flour they use, maybe, or from the preservatives. But just so weird for bread. I mean, I appreciate the shape. The shape is nice, but the flavor is just weird. Technically, if you got a knife, you can split it in half. It's a bit more tricky when you don't. So let's put some peanut butter on it, and then some jam. If I can squeeze it out, okay. There you go, peanut butter sandwich, open sandwich, because more bread than that would be just impossible to eat without a lot of drink, a lot of drink. So it sours very nicely. The flavor balance is great. Like the peanut butter and jam were just made together. But then you get to the end of it, where you just left the bread in your mouth, and as you can imagine, peanut butter is rather first inducing to and just sucks out all the moisture from your mouth. Why? That being said, it's still a very nice sandwich. Okay, let's see about the cookies. Very nicely colored. Not burned, but very nice golden. And the smell is so nice. Very buttery. Just very simple sugar cookies, but super fresh, super nice. And if you want any variety, you want more flavor to them, you can just put some peanut butter on them, maybe some jam. Mm. It's definitely a very nice experience. I guess I'm trying to stuff myself with dessert before dinner, in case dinner proves to be not nice. Isn't that what we all do though? Because life is too short not to start with dessert and the nice parts. Mm. Okay, just last one plain, because that was a bit too much jam, and then we get to the main. Very, very nice cookies. Okay then, time for the beef goulash, which is beef with brown rice, spinach, carrots, tomatoes, and smoked paprika. Okay, I understand beef, carrot, tomatoes, and smoked paprika. I don't understand spinach in a goulash. I'm also a little bit confused about the rice. Like, it is often served with rice, but definitely the rice is not cooked in. But also well brown, maybe from nutritional value or something. But it's very, very curious. I'm digging through it to see how it looks. This is about the size of the beef pieces, so nice small chunks. You can easily see the rice grains and little bits of spinach mixed in. Let me just get a spoonful of everything in it. Oh yeah. If you miss the smoked paprika on the wrapper, one whiff would tell you it's smoked. The smell is very strong, and it's not even warmed properly, so if it was piping hot, the smell would be killing. Hmm. Hmm. Um. Okay. Hmm. I will talk to you in a second. Just. Hmm. It looks like I might have to swallow my words. um. It's a very nice meal. Like normally, when not heated properly, tomato-based sauces in American rations are a bit off-putting because it's just a congealed mass of canned, tinned flavored tomato sauce. But this got a little bit of texture. The beef is nice and tender, just a tiny bit of chew, but you want that. The flavors are all there. can't pick any. I mean, I'm unable to pick any single one, but that's because it's layered. And the smokiness is very, very nice. Like what? Like, I remember I'm eating this cold actually, so warmed up. Warmed up, is this would be heaven. I guess they use brown rice, one for nutrition, but also because they managed not to overcook it. It's not mushy. It's a very solid attempt at goulash, I must say. Because you might remember we tried some of the new menus already. There was the beef strips in savory tomato sauce, pizza slice, and one more I forgot about for now. I mean, and if I forgot it wasn't that good, this might be the best of the new menus yet. I wonder why didn't I try it earlier. I could just sit now here and finish the whole thing, but I'm not sure how entertaining that would be to you to just watch me eat, and with me hidden behind the cam and not on view as well. So. Jolly good meal. Jolly good meal, Grandma. Okay, let me wash it down. I'll try the protein drink and then the applesauce, but blimey. I am not disappointed. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not disappointed. Well then, let me just give it another stir. Ooh, it's thick. And it's got a layer on top and it's almost looks split. I'm not happy with that. Okay, I think I got extra water to wash my spoon after. It's very thick. Okay, YOLO and whatever you tell these days. So this is actually quite nice. Having that proper mouthful of thick hot chocolate. I'm trying to pick up the hazelnut in it. Definitely there, it's not just plain cocoa. There's some extra note in it. Quite sweet. But definitely quite a good way to get your protein into you. As in, it's way better than I was expecting, so. Yes, I'm licking the spoon clean so I can, dig into the applesauce. Deal with that. Well, okay then. So, this applesauce, which is applesauce with extra maltodextrin, extra sugars, nice yellow color, pale yellow, which means it's super fresh. As you can see, that consistency of baby food. That's why they pack it into a pouch with nozzle, so you can just straight drink it up. It's very sugary. There is some tartness to it, well, not really tartness, smells like more like citrus acidity added to it. So I guess all the sugar won't be too cloying. But again, that's not my favorite dessert. And since we got a sweet sugary dessert, I think if we're talking about Russia as a whole, I would prefer a salty snack instead cookies. Because we got quite sweet protein drink, we got cookies, we got applesauce, and there's sweet jam. All across the board, this ration is quite sweet. But I think that with that perfect combo of chunky peanut butter and strawberry jam, and then with savory goodness, this perfect attempt at ready-made beef goulash, I can forgive the other shortcomings. Scale from 1 to 10, this would be 7, 8 if they replaced cookies or applesauce with something different. Yeah, I much enjoy this ration actually. I'll be honest with you. When I was picking up ration for today's stream and realized my only that when it comes to single meal rations, all my choices were this Norwegian that I'm saving for Christmas, civilian Taiwanese, Polish that with a menu that we already tried, or a over 30 years old American one that I'm again serving for special occasion. I wasn't very happy because it meant I had to take this and again beef goulash. I figured it would be just another beef in tomato sauce thing, but I'm very pleasantly surprised. Okay, I guess I will wrap this up anyway. Some point in me, I won't be able to finish it now. If you remember, these rations are planned for about 12 to 1300 calories. So a very solid meal for someone who's on the field. If you don't eat it all at one go, you can just finish it later between meals. And for how often they're very, not the most appealing flavor. They're very balanced when it comes to your micro and macro elements. Okay, so chewing gum mint flavored, 2 chiclets. So fresh. So I know there's two kinds of mint in gum, spearmint and the other one. And I never know which one is which. This one is very fresh. A really nice. Actually, especially after all the sweetness in this meal, it provides some nice, provides some relief, contrast. Lovely jubbly. Okay then. This was a look into American military ration, also known as MRE, meal ready to eat individual, and menu 22 beef goulash, very fresh one from the beginning of 2020. A bit unbalanced when considered as a whole, because you get very sweet jam, you get cookies, you get apple sauce, and you get sweet protein drink. So basically your only savory options are the main and peanut butter. But flavor wise, it's very nice. I definitely don't mind the protein drink, which I usually don't finish. This one dissolved nicely, provided a proper good mouthful of hot chocolate. The goulash is just heavenly. Definitely using smoked paprika. All the flavors mixed together in cooking. Rice not overcooked, rice not mushy. It's beef is tender but still chewy. Glorious, glorious goulash. I remember I did cold. So warmed up, it will be heaven. Yeah, I guess that's it for the show's sum up. And that's it for today. Thank you for joining me. I might get rid of the gum actually for the moment. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. It's always nicer to have a company in exploring foods that might sometimes intimidate me. Yeah, I'm not always a very adventurous eater, so these rations are, a way to explore stuff I may not try otherwise. I see you next week, quite possibly for the Polish ration I had planned before. But if you want to help me choose, underneath the stream, like in my About Me section or whatever, in the links section I think, there's a link to anonymous Google poll. The map in there is a bit outdated. I tried to update it today, but you can see what rations I got on hand, and you can drop your vote for what you'd like to see next. As I said, next week we'll probably have Polish one. Next Sunday is Christmas, so probably no stream. I might move it to 27th to Monday, and there will be something special, as I said, Norwegian ration with reindeer stew. If you want to see that, let me know. You can also check on my Twitter, because I will definitely post about when the reindeer ration is going to happen. That's another one I'm a bit scared about, but also looking forward to. So, thanks a lot guys, and see you when I see you. Adi out. Bye bye.